Just in the Kitchen with me, your host Justine. It is cold outside and I have some friends coming over tonight, so I'm like, what can I make? I'm always under pressure on what to make my friends. So I decided I would make some beef bourguignon, and it's nice and wintry. I'll serve it over mashed potatoes and it will be so good and so yummy for a nice cold winter's night. When they go out and they leave, they'll be all full in their bellies and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to go to the ingredients. To make beef bourguignon, or beef bourguignon, you would take beef, and you know I like my buy one get one free beef roasts at Kroger. So you would go there and you would get your buy one get one free roast, and you cut it up in 1-inch chunks. Then you have some red wine, some beef stock, tomato paste, carrots, onions, mushrooms, bacon, and then we have over here, we have my herbs. So I have thyme in a Garnier bouquet, and then garlic and some bay leaves. So what I'm going to start doing first is I'm going to put my bacon. It's thick cut bacon, and you'll see I cut it in little pieces. So that is what I will make brown my stuff in. And look who got something for her birthday. I got an Instant Pot. Yay! So you can cook in it. This is my first time making beef bourguignon in a Instant Pot. So you will be getting this along with me, but it is not the first time I've made beef bourguignon. So, or beef bourguignon, I'm going to call it beef bourguignon because who am I kidding? I'm not French, right? So I'm just separating my bacon. I cut it all up, and I'm going to brown it, and I'm going to render all the fat out of there. And that will be what I add to my beef. I'll fry my beef in, brown my beef, saute my beef, whatever I'm going to do. I'm going to saute my beef in bacon grease. My bacon is done, and now what I'm doing is I'm drying my pieces of meat. I've salted them, and I'm going to put them in the bacon grease. In your Instant Pot for the bacon and the beef is on your sear and saute setting. If you're doing it in a big pot, just a regular pot, you would do it up on the stove and you would have it on medium heat. You don't want to crowd your beef because it won't brown. You want to get it browned on all sides. And you can see I have a plate underneath to put it on when it's done. So this Instant Pot is a pretty big one, which I absolutely love. And turn them on all sides to make sure that they are brown, because that gives you your base. All those little, the fond, the little brown bits on the bottom, remember I'm fond of fond, that is on the bottom, and that will give flavor to your meat and to your juice. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it brown in that bacon grease, and that's about 2 tablespoons of bacon grease in there. I drained the rest off. So we're going to get all this meat brown, and we're going to go from there. I'm taking my last piece of meat out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my mushrooms, and I'm going to brown them. I'm not going to put all of them in because, again, if they don't fit, we don't want them to not brown. I sauteed my carrots and my onions. I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of flour and brown that a little bit. So now it's got a little bacon grease, a little butter. It's all going to be ooey and gooey and luscious. Cooking off my flour a little bit. And then as I cook that off, it won't have the flour taste. My veggies, which are my onions and my carrots, are in here. Then later I'll add in the mushrooms, and I'll add in at the very end, I'll add in pearl onions, okay? But I like the onions in here to give it flavor to the stock and the juice of the meat. Now, I'm going to pour in some wine to deglaze the pan. It's going to be about 2 cups-ish. This is more of an ish recipe than a measuring recipe, but I will put on the measurements online. Oh, so pretty and pink. Now I'm going to put meat overboard, the meat back in with the drippings, all of the meat. Add the bacon. Add some tomato paste, just a couple squirts. I like this because I don't have to open a full can of tomato paste to get it. I'm going to stir that in. I'm going to add beef broth. Beef stock, actually. Stock has a fuller body to it. Broth doesn't. It's just a thinner thing. So now I've got it all in there, and it's just a little bit covered. Let's not forget our thyme. There we go. Put that down in there. And our couple of bay leaves, put that in there. There you go. Ah, smells wonderful. I might add a little bit of pepper. Just a little bit of salt, because remember I have bacon in there, and the bacon can be salty, and I salted the meat a little bit. I try to, on this one, not use so much salt, because it will go down. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my Instant Pot down to stew. So we're going to put it down to stew. There we go. If you had it in you'd bring it to a boil on the stove top. If it were in like a Le Creuset big pot, you'd bring it to a boil, and then you would put it in the oven for a few hours. Instant Pot makes it quicker. So I will put this in, and we are done. Yay! So we'll just come back, add the mushrooms in about maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes, and they're already sauteed. And at the very end, we'll add the pearl onions. They're just frozen, easy. Put them in there, and you don't have to peel all the pearl onions. So we'll be back. Thank you. So now it's gotten to where it's cooked some. I'm going to add the mushrooms in that I sauteed earlier, and we're just going to let it roast the rest of the way. I'm going to turn it on roast. And I want all the juice from the mushrooms. Smells really good, and it looks so pretty. I feel like I'm in a French kitchen. My girlfriends are really going to love this. I think it looks like being in a French kitchen. Ooh. I might add, I tasted it, I might add just like a teaspoon of salt, a little bit more pepper. Now I'm just gonna let it go until they get here. I might taste it before they come. Smells really good. The stock looks really good and rich, and that's from the fawn, the brown bits on the bottom. We are just going to let this go and cook to its little heart's content till the meat is tender and almost falls apart. It's done. Oh my gosh. That carrot is the sweetest carrot in the world. Oh my goodness. I've had stew and everything, but this, the wine gets in there, and it makes it taste so good. The meat is tender enough to cut. And I did forget to put in the onions, but I'm gonna put those in right now. I don't even need them. They are so good. I'm gonna put in the onions right now and then we'll be done. My friends will be over. I'll take out my little sprig of thyme. Remember, for this recipe, go to www.justinthekitchen.com for these recipes and many more. Also, remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Ask me questions. If there's something you don't understand, ask me questions and I'll answer them. If you have something you want done, let me know. So I'll see you until next time. Bye. Have a great day. God bless.